Hello, this is Teacher Abel. So for today, we are going to learn about laboratory equipments in their functions. So in science, you always have your experiment or laboratory. So before you will have that, you need to learn the laboratory apparatus or the materials that you are going to use in their functions. So before we'll move on, I will show you a picture and then identify where can you see this picture. This one. Where can you see this picture? What is the name of this picture? It is laboratory room. Correct. So it is the laboratory room. Now in the laboratory room, what are the materials that you can see there? What are the laboratory equipments that you know? Okay, so let's move. So here are some of the laboratory equipment. So let us identify their names. So first one, what is the name? Do you know what's the name of this? It is called Beaker. What about the next? This one. It is Erlenmeyer flask. The next one. It is fluorescence flask. And then the last picture, it is graduated cylinder. So those are some. Now let us learn more. What are the laboratory equipments in the laboratory, and then what are their functions? So let's start. So what is the name of this picture? It is called goggles. So what is the function of these goggles? It is used to protect the eyes from broken glass, chemicals, and flames. So how are we going to use this one? So we have here a picture, that one. So goggles, it is used to protect the eyes. What about this one? What is the name of this? So first, let us see this one, the black color. What is the name? Usually in your home, you are using this one when you are cooking. We call it apron. But in science, we call it laboratory apron. What about this one? The white color, it is called laboratory gown. Now, the formal, we are going to use the laboratory gown, but if you don't have this one, then you can use the laboratory apron. Now, what is the use or what is the function of laboratory apron or laboratory gown? It is to protect the clothes from chemicals. So when you're having your uniform and then you have your laboratory, it will protect your clothes from dirt. Have you ever seen this one? What is the name of this laboratory equipment? It is called microscope. So the microscope, usually you are going to use this one when you are learning biological science. So if you want to learn or if you are learning about the microscopic organisms, then you are going to use this one. So what is the function of this microscope? It is used to see objects that are too small to be seen by the naked eye. Now, what are some examples of microorganisms that we cannot see with the use of our eyes? We have paramecium. What else? Euglena. What else? Bacteria. So we need the microscope. We need to focus in the microscope so that we can see. We have also the coronavirus. We need to use the microscope. So let us see this example here. So the two pictures are focused in slide in the LPO or low power objective, and then the other one is the high power objective or HPO. So the pictures are the same, so they are called paramecium. So the first LPO, so it is very small or you cannot see, right? But when you are turn the objectives here, so you will focus in the HPO, look at it. So try to observe, it is more visible. So that is the use of the microscope. So next, what is this? It is also a beaker, correct. So it is a beaker. What is the function of beaker? It is used for heating. So we are going to see a setup wherein we are going to apply for heating. So when you are going to heat chemicals or water, then you can use beaker. What else? It is also used as a container for chemicals like this. Let us see. So there. It is used for container. What about this one? What is this transparent glassware? It is stirring rod. It is stirring rod. Now, what is the use of this one? It is used to stir solution. So when you're going to, like this one, when you're going to mix a solution, you're going to stir it or use the stirring rod, never your fingers. So do not use that one. Let's move on. So what about this one? What is the name of this picture? It is called Erlenmeyer flask. Okay, Erlenmeyer flask. What is the function? It is used for heating. So look at it, the illustration. So it is like a beaker wherein you can put the chemicals or water and then you're going to boil, or it is used for heating. What else? It's also used for mixing chemicals. So let us see this one. So you can put the chemicals and then you are going to shake so that the chemicals will be mixed. Proceed. So you have also, what's the name? It is called graduated cylinder. What is the function of graduated cylinder? It is used to measure volumes of liquids. Example, chemicals or water. The water, if you want to get the volume of the water, then you can also use graduated cylinder. It's either 100 ml, 200 ml, or and so on. What about this one? What is the name of this laboratory equipment? It is thermometer. So the thermometer is used to measure temperature. Usually it is in degrees Celsius. So if you want to get the temperature of the water that you are heating, then you are going to use this thermometer. What about this one? What is the name? It is test tube. So what is the function of test tube? Holding small amounts of chemicals. So let us see. So it's like this one. So you're going to put some chemicals there, or when you are performing some chemical setup, and then you can use the test tube as container. And then it is also used for heating. So you can see there, if you're going to heat the chemicals, and then you can put in the test tube. So what about this one? What is the name? It is called funnel. What is the function? Holds filter paper for filtering solution. So when you're going to filter solution, you're going to use the filter paper and funnel. What is filter paper? Let us see. So you can see the setup here. So this one and then this one, the white color, it is called the filter paper. So that's it. Next, transferring liquids to smaller, narrow, naked containers. So look at the illustration here. We'll see this one. the neck of the glass is small, so you need the funnel. So what about this one? What is the name of this laboratory equipment? It is called, what is it? It is watch glass. So what is the function of watch glass? Used as a beaker cover. So beaker cover. Let us see. So you have the beaker and then the watch glass. So it can use as cover. What else? Used to place small amounts of chemicals. So it could be as a container. What about this one? What is the name? It is called wire gauze. What is the function of wire gauze? Okay, so let us see the setup here. So wire gauze spreads out the heat produced by a benson burner. So you have here the word benson burner. So let us see where's the benson burner in the setup. So it's this one. So the wire gauze spreads out the heat produced by a benson burner, and then you have the, if you are going to light, then it will produce a heat there. So you have the wire gauze, so it will absorb the heat and then it will spread out. Next, and then you have also can place a beaker on top. So you have the beaker on top of the wire gauze. And then the ceramics of the pass helps to protect glassware from high heat temperature. What is that ceramic? It is that one. So the function of that one is to help to protect glassware from high heat. There, so you can see there, that side, so that it will not easily be heated. So that is the purpose of the wire gauze. This one, what is the name? It is called tripod. The tripod, what's the function? Okay, let us see. Can be placed alcohol lamp or benson burner. So the tripod here, you have there the alcohol lamp. What is that? So this one, or it could be the benson burner. So can be placed, this one can be placed by alcohol lamp or benson burner. So that is the tripod. What else? Used with wire gauze or clay tripod. So we'll have there the wire gauze there, and then have there the clay tripod, this one. So clay tripod or clay triangle there. So you are going to use on the tripod. Next, let us see this one. What is the name of this? So it is benson burner. Next, alcohol lamp. So it is alcohol lamp. So what is the function of this benson burner and alcohol lamp? So it is used to heat substance. So we'll say a setup here. So we have here. So it is used to heat substance. Okay, so you have their heat and then substance there. It's in the beaker. So that is the function of benson burner and alcohol, to heat substance. Now, what is the difference between benson burner and alcohol lamp? So the benson burner, you are going to use this one when you are heating or boiling that requires a longer period of time, and then alcohol lamp, it is the opposite. Next, what about this one? What is the name? It is called test tube holder. What is the function? Used for handling hot test tube. So when you are heating chemicals in a test tube, then you are going to use this test tube holder there. So always remember, when you are heating substances using a test tube. So always point the open end away from you and others to avoid accidents. So there, so you have there the open end should be away from you or from other people. Okay, what about this one? What is the name? You have this one, and then this one, there. What is the name of this one? It is called also test tube rack. Test tube rack. Now, test tube rack can be made from plastic, wood, or metal. Now, what is the function? It will hold test tube in a vertical position. So look at this one. Vertical position, it's this. So the open end is facing upward, so it's vertical position, and then allows for clear sight. Okay, so if you're going to use a test tube rack, you can easily observe the chemicals. And then it is used also for drying rack. So there, so this one we're going to use for a drying rack. That's this one also. You dry first the test tube before you're going to keep it. Okay, so what is the name of this also? It is called evaporating dish. Evaporating dish. So what is the function? Containers small volumes of liquid being evaporated. So for example, the water. If you want to evaporate water there, and then you can use the evaporating dish. So next is, what is the name? It is crucible and lead. So what is the crucible and lead here? So the crucible is the container, and then the lead is the cover. So what is the function? So container of small amounts of chemicals for heating at high temperature. So let us see this one. So when you are heating at high, very much or very high temperature, then you are going to use crucible and lead. So what is this? It is also clay triangle. So the name of this, it is a clay triangle. It is used to support a crucible in a ring stand apparatus. So let us see the setup here. So there, so you can see there the clay triangle here, and then the crucible and lead. So next, what is this? It is crucible tongs. It is used to pick up and hold small hot items like a crucible. So let us see. Okay, this one. So it is used to pick up, or it is also used to hold hot items. This one, what's the name? It is forceps. So the forceps, it is used to pick up a small object that should not be touched with your hands. So if the chemicals is dangerous to your skin, and then you're going to use this forceps, so it will be as like that one. So use the forceps instead your hands. Or let us see this one. We can also use the forceps to separate largest pieces in a mixture by picking them out with forceps. So for example, you have there the separating the beads. So you can use, or if you want to separate the different colors of the beads, especially for if the beads is very small, then you can also use forceps to pick it up. Now let us see this one. What is the name? So they are called weighing balance. So there are types of weighing balance. Let us see this one. It is, the first one is electronic balance, and then the other one is triple beam balance. Before, we are using the triple beam balance, but now we have the electronic balance, so the electronic balance is more easier. So what is the function of this weighing balance? It measures mass in grams. What about this one? What is the name? It is also rubber stopper. So the rubber stopper can be made from rubber, wood, and plastic. What is the function? Used to cover test tube for mixing. So let us see. So this is how we are going to use this one. Rubber stopper. You have also, what's the name? It is called test tube brush. How are we going to use this one? It is used to clean the inside of test tube. So let's see this one there. So after using the test tube, you are going to clean. So you are going to use the test tube brush. So what about this one? What is the name? It is mortar and pestle. What is mortar? Mortar is a vessel in which substances are ground or crushed with a pestle. So this one is the mortar. What about the pestle? So pestle is a tool used to crush, mash, or grind materials in a mortar. So what is the use of this mortar and pestle? So that one is the pestle. So what's the function? It is used to crush up solid chemicals into smaller pieces. So we have there the last laboratory equipments that we are going to learn. So this is dissecting pen. It is used when dissecting a specimen. Example, frog. So we'll see the example here. The mouse. They already dissected the mouse and then they are using the dissecting pen. So there are a lot of laboratory equipments. You can go to the laboratory room. You can ask the teacher there. You can also ask what is the name and then what is their function. After learning the different laboratory equipment, so we will proceed to your exercises. So your exercises compose of part A and part B. So part A, match column A to B. Under A are the names and then column B are the pictures. So you are going to match. So let's start. Number 1. Where's the picture of number 1? Rubber stopper. Letter G. Okay, letter G. Number 2, goggles. Number 2, goggles. So where is the letter there? So goggles, it is letter K. Number 3, Erlenmeyer flask. So which letter? Letter I. Letter I. And the next, number 4, test tube holder. So which letter? Letter H. Letter H. Number 5, microscope. Letter A. Letter A. Next, number 6, forceps. Where is the picture? Letter D. So letter D. Number 7, mortar and pestle. So which letter? Letter F. Letter F. Next, number 8, tripod. So the answer is letter C. Okay, letter C. Next, number 9, Bunsen burner. What letter? Letter B. And then last number 10, test tube brush. So the answer is letter E. So letter E. So those are the answer for part A. So let's proceed to part B. So part B, it's almost the same in part A. So match column A to B, but in here, it is name and function. So under A, the names, so you have I enumerated 5 here, and then the function also. You have also 5. So you are going to match. So what is the answer? What is the function of goggles? So number 1 is it is used to protect the eyes from broken glass, chemicals, and flames. What about number 2? Thermometer. It is used to measure temperature in degrees Celsius. Number 3, rubber stopper. Rubber stopper, it is used to cover test tube for mixing. And then number 4, funnel. It is transferring, or it is used for transferring liquids to small, narrow, naked containers. And then number 5, the last one, dissecting pen. It is used when dissecting a specimen. So there, so that is the answer for your activity part B. Are there some questions? So those are the answer. If you check your answer and then all are correct, and then you'll say it's very good. For your homework, you are going to draw at least 5 laboratory equipments and give it a function. So you're going to draw that one in A4 and then pass next meeting, or I will see that one next meeting. So are there some questions? If none, and thank you for listening. Thank you also for participating. Let's see again next week. Bye-bye.